So today I want to talk about the new limited JP Saber, which I picked up the other day. For, reasons. Namely that she's cute. When I was looking at the wiki to see what ascension materials she would need, I recognized her alias, Shita-kiri Suzume. This is a classic piece of Japanese folklore, which I learned about, around a decade ago when I was playing Okami. In the story, a old woodcutter finds an injured sparrow in the forest. He takes her back home to feed her and nurse her to health. In different renditions of the story, the woodcutter's wife dislikes the sparrow. Reasons like, it's a filthy animal in her house, it's eating her food, it gets more attention from the husband than she does, etc. One day when the woodcutter goes out to work, the wife cuts out the sparrow's tongue and throws it out of the house. In Okami, we can see that the old cutter's mustache and his wife's hair ornaments take on the same design as the scissors used to cut out the sparrow's tongue. It's a nice detail. When the husband finds out what transpired, he runs out into the woods to find his sparrow. Along the way, he encounters a group of sparrows who lead him to a secret sanctuary hidden in a bamboo grove deep in the mountains. This is the Sparrow Inn. The old woodcutter is treated as a guest of honor in the Sparrow Inn. He's given a large feast, and the sparrows dance and sing for him. After the feast, as a parting gift and a thank you for taking care of one of the sparrows, the old man is given a choice between taking home a small box or a large box. Being the modest old man that he is, he's not sure he could carry the large box down the mountain, so he takes the small gift instead. When the old woodcutter returns home and opens the box, he finds that it's filled with gold and jewels. He tells his wife of the story, and she's thinking, man, there's a bigger box like this, and you didn't pick it? The wife rushes out of the house in search of the Sparrow Inn, and when she finds it, she's given the same choice that the old man was, the small box and the large box. She picks the large box, and the sparrows warn her not to open it until she gets home. However, as soon as she's out of sight of the Sparrow Inn, she's excited and opens the box to see what's inside. To the old woman's surprise, this box isn't filled with gold and jewels, but monsters and terrifying things. In most versions of the story, she steps back in fear, loses her balance, and falls down the mountain to her death. However, in other versions, she runs home and the monsters follow her. And for the rest of her days, she's plagued by terrible nightmares as they haunt her in her sleep, until she goes insane and dies. The lesson of this story is to be humble and to avoid greed. Which is ironic because a lot of people are going to quite greedily wail for this new servant. Overall, I think she's an odd choice to make into a servant for the Fates franchise, but in my opinion is a welcome addition. We can see that her skills are very directly adapted from the myth, where we have a large box which is a curse upon enemies, and a small box which is a blessing upon your allies. Her single target Noble Phantasm references the Sparrow Inn. It provides not only extra damage against chaotic enemies, but also extra damage against evil, which means if you're fighting a chaotic evil enemy, she's going to dish out a lot of damage. While both the large and small boxes come with the demerit of healing enemies, it's by such a small amount that it's pretty much a non-issue. My main complaint is that we now have a sparrow with an evade skill, which means that if you do summon Bird Loli to your Chaldea, you'll have to keep an eye on Kojiro.